Good day, good people. This is Stephanie of Dr. Stephanie Creates. Welcome back to the channel if you are returning, and welcome to the channel if you are new. Today, I just wanted to hop on and talk about the Traveler's Notebook real quick. If you are new to planning and stationery, this may be a new concept to you, but for most of you, I'm going to assume that it's not. And those of you, if this is new, if you have any questions, please ask them in the comments and I'll be more than happy to respond. But what I wanted to jump on and talk about today was just the Traveler's Notebook in general and what I use them for. So I'm going to speak as if this is not new, so I apologize. We know that we have the two sizes. We have the standard and we have the passport sizes. And then we have ways that they can be customized by companies. And then we have special editions. So that's what I kind of just want to touch on and talk about a little bit in this video. So for me, what's new is getting and acquiring special editions or limited edition travelers. And my first one was the Tokyo edition. I bought this because I am still in the process of manifesting my personal visit to Tokyo. So that is why this one was acquired last year, I believe. So it is just being packed with ideas and planning for hopefully the near future. What do I have inside of here? Oh, okay. I have some inserts again that I am just anxiously waiting and planning on using again in the near future. Okay. Another special or limited edition that is very, very new to me. This is actually my newest traveler's notebook coming straight from Japan. I was fortunate enough to have one of my teachers traveling to Japan. She goes there often. And this time around, I decided to just put a plug in and say, hey, would you mind blah, 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 blah? And of course, she did not mind. I sent her along with my money, of course. And she grabbed for me this Starbucks Reserve Roastery when she was in Tokyo. And I simply just asked for the cover. So, to my surprise, she actually included two charms. This is the roastery charm that I put on, and then another charm that I already had. But, hey, I'm grateful to have another one. So, again, this is another special edition that you can get only in Tokyo. And then my third and final special or limited edition. I think you guys, if you follow me on Instagram, you see pictures of this, and I did a quick unboxing. And again, another great find out of Japan is this Have a Nice Trip. And this is actually my only blue tin in the standard size or even passport size. And my plan for this one is simply what it says, to have a nice trip. I do travel often and hope to get back to it soon. And I will designate this one simply for that. Even though some of the others that I'm going to show you have definitely had travels and go with me on my travels, I'm excited to designate this one specifically for that. So those are I'm trying to move from my cluttered desk. Those are my limited or special edition traveler's notebooks, and just wanted to share those. Okay, next with that, I have two travelers in standard here that I got customized from Baum-Kuchen. And I'll leave a link for them in the description again if you have no clue about what I'm talking about. But those of you that do, these are the two standards that I've had customized. This was my very first. And ironically, I got both of these on my birthday in 2 subsequent years. So this one was year before last, and this one was this past year. I love the contrasting of the brown and the black. I love the pocket on the front. And right now it just has some empty inserts waiting. And again, I'm going to touch on what my waiting means when I tell you that my inserts are waiting. This is actually just a blank booklet from Sterling Ink in the TN size. I use those as well. But I just wanted to show you that because that's another option. And then this was the second and newest customization from them. I chose to go with the olive because I really wanted the nude pockets. I have since grabbed that teeny tiny brass clip. That is the hardest thing in America to find. Let me know if you agree, but I did find 2 or 3. I think I gave one to my girlfriend. And I'm trying to find them again because I want to put them on some more of my TNs. But nonetheless, this one is, again, customized. I got the Wabi Sabi patch and then this patch also. Both were sewn on by them. I did the big pocket in the front. I did a small pocket in the back. I did the rivets. And then, of course, I did, well, then I bought, in addition to just peeking in to see what I have. All these little goodies are popping up on me. I have the olive pocket. Stay focused, Stephanie. And then I love the clear pocket in all of them. I use the clear pocket actually in the opposite of the way that it's laying because I use it as a protector against the leather rubbing off on my inserts. So I do usually use it on the outside. But right now, since this one's not in use, I just have it all tucked away like so. So now at this point in the video, you're thinking, okay, especially the new people, why is she showing this? Why does she have so many XYZ? Here's the thing, specifically for ladies, but I'm not, saying men can't do it either. But ladies, I use and think about my covers like I do my purses. You know how we change our purses often? We change them with season, hopefully. You may change them with occasion. That is what I use my TNs for. So that is the answer as to why I have so many. Besides the fact that I really, really like them, I do, and I do use them all. But the reason why I have so many, honestly, in color and style is because I do think about them like a purse or a pocketbook, if that's what you call them. And that's why I use them. But in true transparency, too, and in honesty, I have passports because I like a little matchy-matchy sometimes. So I do have the passport size in the colors that you see in my standard size. Now, going back to that transparency part, I need to do better about using my passports. I set them up, I put these in, and then I drop them in my purse, and then they just stay down in my purse when I'm supposed to be using it on the go, grabbing it for quick notes, doctor's appointments, etc., etc. I need to get better about that because that is why I bought them again, other than also just liking a set. So I do have, again, the passport size to match my standard size. So there is a standard size of the new red. This is my passport of the red. Now, how does Stephanie actually really use them? Yes, that's the teacher coming out. I'm talking about myself in third person, and I apologize. Aside from changing the cover like I changed my purse, the insides don't always change, but again, depending upon the time of the year, the season, or what's going on, the insides do change. So, for example, right now, these are the 2 that are in rotation. Now, this one you see is a plain black, and then I have patched it up with these beautiful patches. I got some of the patches from Amazon a while back, and I got some of the patches from, oh gosh, I can't think of the company, but I'll put them in the description as well. But this is dressed out because this is my prayer journal, prayer notebook. I take this with me to church every Sunday. However, I do spreads in it weekly. And this is some future planning, but I'll open this because it's blank. Because what I do is I write my prayers per day in the journal. So that's what you see here are my said prayers for that day of the week. And then I'll write requests or notes sometimes on the right hand side. And then I use the back more so for other issues. I shouldn't say issues, but other situations in church, things I may be needing to do, things that stand out during sermons, like I need to rewrite these. What I do while I'm in church, just a sidebar for a second, I literally type in my phone just because that's faster. And then I come home and transfer the things I really resonate with. So yeah, that's just how I use these pages in the back. I still have plenty for the rest of the year, as you see. But that is what I use this 10 for, is just my daily daily prayers, but I do carry it with me to church on Sunday morning. And that's a little collage picture of my daddy. Love him so, miss him so. So I keep him in there as well. So that's why you see this, if you've seen this in pictures and wondered, what is that all patched up? It is my, again, prayer journal, TN. And honestly, it's actually the only black, well, outside of the one I shared from Baum-Kuchen. I don't have a plain black anymore. So I have a sneaky suspicion a plain black is coming back to stay plain. But we'll see. Don't hold me to it. Okay. So this is what is in rotation right now. Like I said, when I switch covers, a lot of the times I just open it up and change over the guts of the planner. So like this is the camel for right now. And let's say next week or so, next month, I change my mind. I want to go to an olive or the red one or whatever. Again, y'all get what I'm saying. I changed the guts. And my normal guts is again the plastic folder to again help protect. I have another one of the cloth folders. And then this is the insert for the second half of the year. It is a dated insert, and what I found too is that for next year I'm not going to get a dated one, simply because I do like the vertical, but I don't do it every week consistently, and so then I feel bad when I waste a week per se because of the date. And you see I need to still plan for next week. And I feel bad when sorry about that. Excuse me. I feel bad when I miss because it's dated. So anyway, I'm getting an undated so that I can still use this the way that I use it, because I don't always get to this, because this is not my functioning planner. My all day carry, everything's in it planner is an A5 that I put everything in. This is more like a sidebar, but I enjoy it. And then in here, I have a journal insert where I call this my free writing journal. And the reason why I call it that, and you see I skip around in it, I decorate, but I also write as I want to. Again, I call this my free writing journal because I have a daily journal that I talk about my day in. The topics in here are not necessarily per day. It may just be a thought at the moment. That's why it's free writing. And another reason why it's free writing is because I use my fountain pens and I love them. And there are some days when I just want to write, and not necessarily, about the day, but I'm still in the mood to write. I'm still feeling the writing. And so I pull this out and free write. So that's why this is considered my free writing journal. And because I actually keep this one on me, I threw in the back a Good Inkspressions insert, and I jot down daily to-dos. And this is a new one, so I mean that's why it's blank. But you see, on July 10th was the last time I threw something in it. So yeah, so again, this is what I carry in my bag with me, and this is what I take for smaller journaling sessions. I do sometimes go to diners or cafes with some of my girlfriends, and we may meet up. And so this is the style of what I take with me when I do that. Now, as far as a journaling meetup or a conference, because I love to attend those as well, got this all hung up. That's a whole nother story for a whole nother day with a whole bunch of other stationary items that I love. But again, for this video, I wanted to come on and talk specifically about my travel journals, or excuse me, my traveler's notebooks, and how I use them and what I have them for. So if I said anything of interest to you, give me a thumbs up in this video. Please like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you already have not. If you want a part 2 about traveler's notebooks and you want me to go more in depth, please leave me a comment and let me know, because we can go more in depth to talk about travelers accessories and the inserts, travelers company as a whole, and all of those types of things, if that's something of interest to you. So again, please just let me know in the comments. Okay? All right. Well, with that being said, love on your family. And until my next video, have a good one. Bye-bye.